And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
It'll be Joe Mixon, born in nearby Oakland, California. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. From midfield now, Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
All right, ready?
Now Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And he's going to... Down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line.
First down. Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. The broken tackle. Free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line. Done.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Now it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it ends with a Bengals score. taken in at the 3. So now it's the Raiders' turn to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Over the middle, complete. It's Connor. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They go with Jacobs. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now it's Fields. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Rolling to his left. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. The Raiders looking for a 5th win of the season in this one. They come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now a first carry for their fullback. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. On play action, Fields sliding out of the pocket. And that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
On 4th down, Fields. That is caught at the 7. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 2nd quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Here's Fields. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Touchdown, Raiders! Josh Jacobs with touchdown. from drawing level. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with the victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count, if you're going for the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth, it's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 25. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for it.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Here we go. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. To the air again, Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game. Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Another try after the first down sack. Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Out of the gun, Fields. And unable to connect, incomplete. I give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man open. It's Chase. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. An option hit off here to Mixon. Bulldozes past him. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 41 yards. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And some room to work. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield. And down to the 43. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. 42 yards. And the Raiders have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, Mixon. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he's able to get out to the 32, run down there. Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Play action. It's Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking deep for Adams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Complete on the deep ball. So we have reached halftime. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Once again, it's Jacobs. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
From the 50, here's Fields. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They snap it to Fields. Buying time to his left. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. Fields. He hits Adams complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Devontae Adams, 30 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. Burrow looking to pass. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the ball is knocked out, and the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there, so no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him the opportunity.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On first down, it's Fields. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Sam Hubbard, his second sack of the night. But just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. After the sack on first down, Fields got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. Only able to gain a couple there. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about
nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
A 6-yard loss. It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down, Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to get the football back clock as time will run out in this third quarter of play. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fields it right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move, to influence the defense in front, to go in that direction, and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. They'll run right here with Jacobs. 83 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll get it inside the 35. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Fields tapping it forward. Jet sweep. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down? Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
4th down. Fields has to have this one. They'll roll him out right to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is put a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Max Crosby, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Shoves him aside, and he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now it's 2nd and 9. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Off play action, Fields. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 75 yards rushing here for Mixon. He's got a first down. Now Joe Mixon trying to run inside, but nothing there. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. 11, Again, it's Mixon. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this about the 32. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either...
And that's caught inside the 35. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so bad.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cyrus block, young buck holding the like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, I look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbillies. Cubone staying with the lick. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, can be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Now turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we the pound, take a look around.